welcome to this year-end review of Rapid Flow in 2025, but also our outlook for 2026. I'm going to start by actually sharing with you what were the most watched videos on YouTube, and I will link them below. So if you've missed any of those, you can go check them out. I'm still kind of amazed when I see the amount of views these have gotten. So our most watched video in 2025 was the best house and techno controller setup for 2025, which in essence shows how to set up two controllers to control a whole live set. It's I think really valuable information. Many people from there have actually written us that they really enjoy this workflow. Some of them went on to get the matching template, so the setup time is reduced. So that's super awesome. In second place, Moog Muse versus Matriarch. Which one is for you? So a gear video, and understandably, because the Moog and the Muse and the Matriarch are quite different beasts, and it's nice to hear them against each other. Now, especially after I sampled all the synths that I own for Zensphere, our VST instrument, I have to say they're very different. The Matriarch is more direct, and it'll get you like a more punchy upfront sound, really good for ARPs. It's much easier to program. However, from all the synths that I sampled, which was 18 all in all, the Muse is the one that when I hear it back now in Zensphere, most often makes me look like, what did I make that with? So yeah, like the Muse has a very enveloping, very broad 3D stereo character. It's beautiful for pads and kind of shimmering stuff and leads, mostly for very wide stuff actually. Yeah, those sounds came out particularly good. So I'm soon going to be actually grabbing the Muse out of storage and bringing it up to the studio again because I miss it. It's a really, really great synth. The Matriarch is already up because that one was for me a sure thing. And then the third video, which was most watched, is Ableton Live 12 Pro live setup in 23 minutes, which is me going through the whole live setup that I use, again, with the two controllers in just 23 minutes, so people can get an impression of how they could think about setting up their live set. So those are the most watched videos. I'm going to link them in the description if you want to jump in. And to say thank you for your interest and the follows and the likes and the comments. I think I just recently saw we hit 250,000 views this year, and we're almost at 8,000 subs. I mean, it's crazy. You know, I know it's not like huge compared to some channels, but my impression is the people that are with us on this channel are super engaged and give a lot of feedback. A lot of you end up going to our store and getting things. So it's like, I'd rather have a small condensed community of people that are really supportive of what we're doing than some huge numbers where in the end it's just like glam numbers, but it doesn't really lead to anything. So yeah, it's awesome. Thank you for your support, for your feedback on Rapid Flow. We're growing slowly but surely, and that's good enough for me. I'm very happy with that. So looking back on Rapid Flow in 2025, it was a big up and down. I think the biggest thing that comes to my mind immediately when I think of 2025, well, there's two things. One is moving house, and two is creating and finishing and launching Zensphere. I'll start with the latter because it's more music related. I'm actually still blown away by how it came out. I will definitely say that there was a big portion of luck and inspiration involved. I mean, I am a sound engineer. I do know what I do, but anyone that's in sound engineering or mastering will tell you they sometimes have an off day and it just doesn't turn out well. And when I first booted up Zensphere again after building it in this new studio, I was honestly a little nervous because I was like, is it really good? Like, you know, like the really hard check is when you go from the room that you know to a new room where you've calibrated the speakers and then hear it. And in this room, acoustically, it's better than my last room. And honestly, like, I'm personally blown away. It definitely has some sort of a vibe and spirit of something bigger than me and just my brain and hands that's gone into this instrument, and it sounds even better than I could have hoped for. So I'm super, super grateful for that. And yes, I invite you to check it out. There's a free trial. I think it's very fairly priced for what it is. If you can afford it, hit us up. We're always happy to find a solution for musicians maybe that are unemployed or from a country where, you know, $125 or whatever it is right now is a lot of money. You know, it's about sharing these tools as far and wide as possible. So yes, finishing Zensphere was huge because it was so much work, and it's just so amazing to have all these synths captured now. And I actually personally these days mostly use Zensphere to produce music. I think I recorded the Matriarch once since we've moved into this new house. That's it. Every other sound you've seen in the last 2 months on my live streams and tracks has been from Zensphere, because I realized it sounds exactly like recording it through all of the gear and tweaking everything and then hitting record, or I just open Zensphere and put MIDI in. So I'm very glad for that. That was a huge milestone for us. And yeah, the first time we launched a like proper own product, a piece of software, and not like a template or sample packs for someone else's software. So yeah, big deal for us. Then the house move, finding a beautiful new home, and within a couple of weeks realizing, okay, we got to pack everything and go to the new house. That gave me the deadline to finish Zensphere in a known monitoring environment. So it was crazy. Like, you know, I was so happy we found a moving company. We had a lot of help. My family, my mother came to help pack, and we managed to get it all done. It was insane. And now we're in this new house, which is always a lot of stuff in the beginning, but it's all settled and dialed in now. And I cannot wait for summer now, closer to the coast. Now I have this very nice larger studio, which even has some heating now because my landlord is amazing and put in a split air conditioning into this room so I can warm it. So a huge wish of my wife's was fulfilled by moving to a house closer to the sea. It's more modern, so less maintenance for me. Our son really enjoys the school he's going to here now, although he loved the old one also, so kids are very flexible that way. But generally, very happy to be here, and a huge blessing to find a fitting space without neighbors close to the coast. So I'm very grateful that this came about. I think some changes I can maybe tell you about is we're trying to do 2 weekly posts on YouTube now, and also pretty regular Instagram content. I don't think we're going to manage over the holidays because I think it's more important to rest than to stick to some hard schedule, but this will be a video, and we have one more cool upcoming video. And I am planning a gear review of the Prophet 10, the Prophet 6 and the Prophet 600 compared against each other, and which is my favorite synth, and you will be surprised. That's something I'll probably do over the holidays because I just think it's super interesting. And then I'm going to sample the Prophet 10 some more, make a pack specifically with that, and then I'm going to sell it because I realized I'm just happy using its sounds from Zensphere. So if you're looking for a Prophet 10, hit me up. And then yeah, an outlook for 2026. So we're going to be posting twice a week on YouTube, a lot more Instagram content, etc., which I think is just a good way for discovery and to stay in touch with our community. What I'm massively looking forward to is our Flow Collective online music school starting end of Jan. We already have 10 people signed up, so I'm very excited already that it's slowly filling up, and super looking forward to that. Our mastering engineer Daniel is going to also work with me in it, as well as guest sessions with Protoculture, Braincell and Earthling. So hugely looking forward to just hanging out. We actually did our first webinar also recently where there was 100 people from all over the world, and we just hung out, talked about audio, music, nerdery for 2.5 hours. It was amazing. I'm sure we'll be doing more of those in the times to come. And I'm planning actually to build a new product, a software product, which would be a convolution, advanced convolution-based type plugin, capturing impulses from some of these weird vintage effect units that I have in my studio. I have like an Eventide 4000, two old weird Sony effects that are very famous for synths, and an incredible Roland RDS 550, I think it's called, which its delays are just, I mean, it has so many good sounds. Very interesting, weird, kind of like, just not your typical kind of reverbs and, I don't know, like basic stuff, but it's like very complex effects, as well as the Sony V77. So I'm aiming to capture all that in impulse response type software, but I want some level of editability. So if you're whiz with something like that, or you have a good tip, I'm grateful for it, because I'm still looking for the right engine for that. And then probably towards the end of 2026, that will be integrated into Zensphere. So it's going to be very interesting to bring all this together. We also launched Sphere, which is just like a visual plugin this year, which is taken from Zensphere because it's just so fun and amazing to have something visual reacting to your music. So that was very cool. And other than the music school, which is going to run the next 9 months, because there's 3 modules of 3 months, I think that's going to keep me plenty busy in the new year. I'm going to be making more packs for Zensphere. I think that's it. I think that is the main things that I see for the coming year. I have promised myself that I'm going to spend a lot more time making music. The last year has been a lot about building and scaling the company, and I didn't have as much time as I would have liked to make music. So I have this promise to myself that I'm going to start every day with an hour, 2 hours of music early in the morning, preceded by a bit of yoga and meditation, and then start working on the office stuff, admin stuff, sort of after lunch. It'll be way healthier for my mental health, and I think also much better generally for my feeling of being an artist next to all of the founder stuff. So that I'm massively looking forward to, and generally just trying to slow down a bit on the social media consumption, although I don't do a lot of that, but not being in front of screens all the time, spending more time outside in nature, hanging out more with my son, with my family. Those are the kinds of priorities that I see now as well, actually for me personally, as really slowing down, because feel like I've been running on 200% maybe for like the last 4 years, building up Rapid Flow. And it's time for me to take out the pace a bit and just, read a book in the sun and not feel stressed about a million things, because there's always a million things you can do. But trying to do them all at the same time with the same level of priority just leads to burnout. So I've realized I need to slow things down a bit, and I'm looking forward to that. So I've ordered this book about this, which just caught my attention. The book is called The Ruthless Elimination of Hurry by John Mark Comer. How to stay emotionally healthy and spiritually alive in the chaos of the modern world. And just one little fact that I caught from it that piqued my interest is that people before the invention of incandescent light bulbs, we used to sleep 11 hours a night in average, which was just such a mind-blowing metric considering I'm operating on generally about half of that I was like, okay, I want to read this, I want to know more, and just find better tools also to slow down and spend more time with my creativity, and just generally be able to enjoy and process life a bit more than just being in front of the screens doing admin stuff. So that's something I'm super looking forward to. So to conclude this video, I wish you a Merry Christmas, and I wish you a relaxed, hopefully slowing, winding down time between Christmas and New Year's, where hopefully you can center yourself and feel where you're at, where you want to go, where you've been, and feel the moment you're in now and what's happening in your life and around you. I wish you much inspiration in the studio. I hope that whatever it is that you're envisioning to create finds a clear pathway through you. I think that's the biggest gift we can get as musicians, when we manage to center ourselves to the point where the music can flow through us. So that is my biggest wish that I could send you, and that I also definitely wish for myself. And I look forward to continuing our exchange in the new year, to maybe seeing some of you on the Flow Collective, to hearing more of the music that you make with ZenSphere, to making more music myself with ZenSphere and our tools. And I'm generally very optimistic for 2026, and very grateful for the life that we've managed to build now, the company, the people around me, I don't want to say customers, but the musicians that I get to work and interact with. It's amazing, and I'm just really grateful for where we are in life right now, and I think from here things can only get even better. So I hope you have an amazing holiday season, and if you have any questions or feedback, then feel free to send it on this video in the comments, or use support@rapidflow.shop. And I hope you have a great start to 2026. I hope you are doing well, and that your new year becomes even better, and I'll see you on the next video. Take it easy. Bye bye.